Guys, welcome back to Risque Business News. I'm your host, May.
And I'm Laura. And today we are going to be talking about...
Oh boy. Okay, so we kind of have a spicy topic. Don't get so mad at us. We are talking about...
At May.
Yeah, at
Not
me. At me. Okay, I did the research for this. We are talking about Taylor and Travis. We're going to be talking a little bit about their impact with the NFL. We're going to talk about like, hey, you know, for me anyway, Travis was kind of an unknown. Obviously, he was very well known. But we're going to talk about like what made him a celebrity and the people behind that a little bit.
The PR machine.
The PR machine.
It goes burr.
And then
it is working.
We're also going to talk a little bit about like how much of the relationship do we think is manufactured? Did it start manufactured or not? I think now it's real, but you know.
We'll find out.
So anyway, I mean, there's some wild conspiracies out there from some fun people, but like Vivek Ramaswamy, by the way, if you saw this. So we'll get into everything. We're going to have a lot of fun. This is like a pop culture episode.
I'm genuinely embarrassed by how excited I am for this episode. I am embarrassed.
Yeah.
All right, enjoy.
Where's the money? I don't understand how you make money.
Hold on.
From that, though.
2 stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff. I'm going to ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people.
Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's Risque Business News.
Oh my God, Laura, this is gonna be such a chaotic episode. It really is. You got your red lips on for the occasion.
Oh my God, guys! Let me just tell you real quick. I'm so impressed with Taylor Swift's ability to wear red lipstick because I'm fighting for my life right now. I'm doing what Miranda Singh potential. I
will let you know if you look like Miranda.
Please, I mean, I am not an expert here. I'm shaky-handed. I'm like, oh my God, drug person, like putting on
a drug person. That's what we're calling addicts now.
Yes, an addict.
PC term, a drug person,
a drug human.
Enthusiast,
a drug enthusiast. That's me. I'm over here trying to put on red lipstick with an artist's hand, and I do not have that. I have a recovering addict's hand, which is tough when you're trying to stay in the lines of your lips.
You know what's weird is that you are famously extremely athletic, but like. Maybe you don't have the best like hand-eye coordination.
No, it's really bad.
Yeah, because I mean, like this, and then this example, and then also like your handwriting is weird too.
I write like I'm not even a doctor. Like I failed out of med school. Like I wasn't allowed into med school. They were like, you can't write. You cannot write. Literally. I'm not sure she knows how.
Legible.
It's not good. So that's how, if you don't like my red lipstick, listen, I fucking agree with you. Okay. I put it on. And that's a problem also with red lipstick. Once it touches you, you're committed.
Yeah. Oh, you're so
committed. Take it off?
Well, what you should have done maybe is you should have, well, I think one is getting a lip liner. Two is need
additional
lip
tools.
Stain is a little bit better. So then you can just stain your lips. It stays that way for like 14 hours and you just put like a little lip plumper on it. Listen, I work in the beauty industry.
She works in the beauty industry. I work
Everyone's
in
like
cybersecurity. Cybersecurity, not very good at this. And also, I gotta say, kudos to Taylor because that bitch was wearing it for a full, I mean, maybe she reapplies, but like,
oh, she's reapplying.
She better be reapplying, but even still, she's doing it herself. She's got a steady hand up there.
You think?
Cheering for. Do you think she has a makeup team that comes with her to these games?
Absolutely, of course. The Real Housewives have fucking makeup teams that go
really?
with them to dinner. Yeah, of course.
Okay, well, this really ruins the magic. I feel like I'm at like Disney, but I saw like the employees smoking in the parking lot.
Right,
you know,
right.
like no, Cinderella. Like,
I mean,
like no, she does it herself.
Lord knows she can afford it. I would if I were her.
That's true. Actually, honestly, I'm about to do it at my level. I'm done. Do you see these lips right now? This is not good. I'm hiring. If you know a person, you tell them, call me.
Listen, he's probably has someone who just like, travels with her everywhere she goes. Oh, by the way, I wanted to speak about this a little bit, is that the world is going crazy about how she's going to make it to the Super Bowl because she is performing the night before in Tokyo.
Yes.
So she's going to, but like that, people have done the math. Essentially, she'll get into Las Vegas at like 8 a.m., get a little nap in.
And then go to the Super Bowl.
And then go to the fucking literal Super Bowl.
That's so funny because of the dateline. So she's performing the same day as the Super Bowl.
Kinda, yeah.
In Japan. Well, like calendar day, whatever.
Yeah.
Damn, that girl is busy.
I know.
If there's a storm, the world is going to freak out. The pilot's like, I can't fly. And she's like, you're going to fucking fly. We're going to get SEAL Team 6 in here to fly this damn plane.
Yeah.
From Japan over.
So I think it's kind of funny. I mean, me personally, I've never been that interested in the NFL. So I guess I'm speaking from like a point of view that it's like, why would you care about this? But I think a lot of people are kind of like up in arms about how much attention they're getting. Right. So that's kind of an interesting thing also. I kind of like the idea of these two people bringing back the classic idea of like cool. It's like the jock and the popular girl. It's kind of fun.
I am obsessed with them. I don't care if they are real or not, because I feel like that's like the spirit of America. I feel like America's spirit, not even like the 1950s, like the traditional. There's a lot of problems with it. Don't get me wrong, but it's
I'm like, oh boy, Laura,
that stereotype bullshit just came to life, and we're watching it on screen. I'm like, it is beautiful. It has issues, but it's beautiful.
You know what I have to say? I mean, obviously the man is pretty fucking busy, and I guess he does have a podcast, and I've just never listened to it now that I'm getting this out of my face. But I was like, I feel like I've never heard from him. I'm like, what is his deal?
I don't think I've ever heard him speak, and I do know he has a podcast, but all of the interviews I'm never really seeing.
It's always his brother speaking and him giggling. That's
his
every
brother's
clip.
Great.
Oh, really?
Oh, he's so funny. I think he's a delight. Did you see him at like one of the last games? Not the last game, but 2 games ago. His brother got like fucked up and was like running around without his shirt. And I was like,
no.
That's my boy right there.
But
that is my a man, right? Like,
yeah, but isn't he a football player too? How did he?
But
get
he wasn't.
Up?
He
wasn't performing.
I think he's on a different team.
Performing.
He wasn't. Yeah, he didn't have. He didn't have to set that night. I think this is great. I mean, I really enjoy that these celebrities are creating the content that I feel like we're paying them for. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
And also, can I say this? There is so much amazing celebrity drama happening right now, to the point where I'm almost concerned the government's trying to distract us from something.
Oh, the government is. I think. Here's what I have a lot of conspiracies about Travis and Kelce, Travis and Taylor, but. I mean, genuinely, I was going on a rampage the other night at West Side Comedy Club where I was like, I think the government is involved. I do. I think the government's involved.
You're trying
fully.
to tell me that we have Taylor and Travis. That's an amazing storyline. And then we have Nicki Minaj and Meg the Stallion.
Oh, yeah.
Like going after each other live online. What is the CIA up to?
I don't know.
Something.
Yeah. What's that storyline? They just like don't like each other.
So Meg the Stallion, they have like beef, and Meg the Stallion released a song in which one of her lyrics referenced, like was like kind of like a light diss track on Nicki Minaj, and referenced Megan's Law, like you're like a victim to Megan's Law.
Oh yeah.
Megan's Law is related to like pedophiles, like sex offender pedophiles.
Oh.
That's a real law.
Yeah.
And Megan's obviously her name.
Yeah.
And Nicki's husband is a registered sex offender.
Oh, yes.
Against a 16-year-old teen. Granted, he was 16 at the time, but nonetheless, it's a great burn. Nicki took it personally. She took it personally. Went crazy online for extended periods of time. Everyone was like, you got to relax. Released all of her barbs or whatever, like incited her fan base to go and like fuck with Meg.
Oh, is that what they're called? Barbs?
Barbs, I think.
That's funny.
And maybe it's Barbies. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't. Barbs. If I'm calling it Barbs and it's like Barbies, it's hilarious. I'm extremely...
All the Barbaras.
I'm 32. And then she released a song called Bigfoot, which was essentially her just being like, haha, Meg the Stallion got shot in the foot.
Oh, wow. These are like some like hard... These are some low blows.
I love it. I love it. I mean, that's what I want them to do. More of it.
I do wonder, because I'm like... that might be manufactured. Like literally their teams obviously call, or maybe not obviously, but they might have called each other and been like, this is going to draw so much more attention to these album drops if we have some sort of like manufactured beef going on. So let's just go for it.
And it 100% did. It 100% did. Also, tie back into Taylor Swift when like the whole recorded phone call with Kanye West's team.
Yes, true. Mm-hmm. So something that's crazy is that, well, I've been thinking about this. I'll start here. Is that American sentiments around football have been trending down for the past few years, and I think it's related to CTE, stuff like that, very real stuff. Like honestly, like if I was a parent, I would be like, I don't want my kid playing football. Why would it play soccer? Play something that's not so head to head. You know, like I wouldn't be mad about even like hockey. It's not head to head all the time. So.
Hockey's like, we'll break your arm though.
Yeah. Whatever.
But no, I know what you mean. And I agree. Like I wouldn't put my kid into football because I'm like, you're probably not going to go to the NFL. And even if you do.
Then you're going to murder your girlfriend once you fucking retire.
Oh my God.
So participation, this is actually a real statistic we'll work off of. I forget where I got this stat, but basically participation in youth football has been down 17% as of 2022, which is the highest decline of any of the top 10 popular sports.
Wow. Well, I guess, yeah, everyone read the New York Times reports and stuff like that.
Yeah. And obviously, like, the NFL is, you know, an American institution. Like, the Super Bowl is one of our biggest advertisement days of the entire year. It's like capitalism porn. Yeah. Basically, and there's like a lot,
and it's good.
It's really it's great.
They're very good at what they do.
Yeah, and so I think I mean, it's a conspiracy. It's a theory, and I think it's a pretty good one that maybe like this is trying to drive more viewership to football and get people excited about football again a little bit. Also, obviously, you know, the majority of people watching football are going to be men and pick-me girls, and now, to get away from that pick-me girl stereotype of like, I watch the game with my boyfriend every Sunday and I make him buffalo chicken dip or whatever the fuck. That sounds delightful. But
I love buffalo chicken dip.
Now you don't have to be a pick-me girl to be watching football. You can be there for Taylor. So they're bringing in all of this new viewership, obviously.
Right.
And it's working. It's really working.
I mean, I was flying back from California on Sunday and I had the fucking game on.
Right.
And you know who else had the game on? The 28-year-old girls sitting in the middle seat right in front of me.
Really?
All the girls were watching the game because we were waiting for Taylor to come on.
Right.
I'm like, fucking Kansas City, get a touchdown already to end this game. It's not how it works. It's a timed thing.
And she is on so much. Like, apparently there was one game in particular where she was shown 17 times.
Yeah.
And people were like mad about it or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
The men are all mad about it. I'm like, why are you mad? Like, who cares?
I have seen also, though, the most, like, to your point, like, about, like, you know, being able to now appeal to multiple groups, the most endearing TikToks of dads who are excited about this because their daughters are watching the games with them now.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is beautiful.
Oh, that's
Come
cute.
on. That's adorable.
That is nice. Yeah.
I'm just trying to say that Taylor is really saving our country. I'm proud of her. I am concerned about how much I love her after I barely listened to her a year ago.
Yeah.
She was fine. Kind of right down the middle, like net neutral. Now I'm like, I'd take a bullet for this lady.
Yeah. You're
crazy.
like, your Taylor Swift is my Tim Dillon.
Yeah.
I would lay on
not that much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would lay down on train tracks for Tim Dillon. Like,
I am just so damn proud of her. I feel like a happy mom. I'm like, good for you, girl.
She's like, we're the same age.
Yeah, she's literally
don't need your help.
1 year older than me, and I'm just like, you got it, sweetheart. I turned Southern.
Yeah. So yeah, the NFL has been trying to get female viewership for years and years. Obviously, you know, they did. Remember, like when we were in, I think it was around the time we were in college, every football jersey you could potentially buy in like a woman's size was pink.
Oh yeah, they were. You could tell that it was guys making the choices.
Yeah, and it was like this bubblegum, like horrible, you know, Pepto-Bismol pink, and I'm
like skin tight.
Yes, with like your tits out, and you're like, I don't know,
just a deep V, but a jersey.
Or like, why don't we get this cut, but like the team's colors?
Yeah,
something like that could be interesting.
The NFL really did. They tried a couple wild things.
Yeah. So, the female like viewership is, you know, obviously it's catnip for advertisers. They need this. There was actually a study, which I love this. I feel like more. It said 70% of quote important family decisions are made by women. Where to live, cars, where to send your kids to school, like, you know, the food you're bringing into the house. Like most of the family decisions are made by women.
I would 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
Just knowing from my own personal experience, Matthew. Our cat is going to a great school, okay?
Oh my God. Quick aside, my cat has ringworm.
But does he have ringworm?
Okay,
we've had this like cat and mouse game. With
I know.
Vet.
So I brought him into this vet. By the way, it's a very fucking swanky ass vet. All right, and
it's Greg we're talking about.
It's
here.
Greg.
He's a nice. You got to take him to the Ritz.
Well, he did a photo shoot for them. They reached out to do a photo shoot of Greg to give us a little voucher for some future services. And so I was like, oh, I'll bring him back now that he's got an issue. And it's like this. It's this fucking like wicked nice place. And they were like, oh, this looks like ringworm. We're going to send through the tests. And then 2 days later, I get a note. I was like, hello. And then 2 days later, they're like, yeah, it's not ringworm. And then we brought him back in and we were like, okay, but what is it?
Yeah.
We literally like
we're not done.
Yeah, we're not done. So we went to go pick up these antibiotics they gave us, but they didn't give us any like, we were like, but then what is the weird skin shit on him? And then they called us back and they were like, so now it is looking like ringworm. I'm like,
Are you pretending that you have a lab back there, or is it just some guy?
Yeah.
Are you Googling? Because I'm Googling too.
well, they said that like the first part of it was like preliminary to see if it already existed. And then the other one was like seeing if like ringworm would grow in some lab thing. And they said it looked like it started growing. And I'm like, what does this mean?
What were you getting interns? Were you getting summer associates who came through and just were in training? I genuinely think that I could diagnose ringworm better potentially.
Yeah.
I looked at it and I was like, probably ringworm.
It's gross. And I feel so bad for him. He's in a bad way. So anyway, everybody pray for Greg. But
he'll be okay.
yeah, he'll be
I used to foster kittens and every single one of them had ringworm.
Really?
Oh yeah, and you just dunk them in the stuff.
What? We didn't get any stuff.
Oh my God, you're not going to a real vet. It's not a real vet.
I got some like goop that I put on
Maybe
him.
for adults it's different, but for kittens they
Yeah.
were like the whole fucking body. Just make a little bath and you put them in the bath.
What?
And you kind of hold them in there for a little while.
Oh no,
They don't love that.
Yeah, yeah.
that is not a part they enjoy. And then you have to dry them off.
Really?
It's very cute.
Okay, because
But you will get scratched.
we got some goop that I put on him topically, and then I put this is so not interesting to anybody, but then I also give an antibiotic that's huge, and I'm like, how am I supposed to shove this down my cat's gullet?
Do you?
No, I crush it up and I put it in wet food.
Oh.
Which, by the way, was my idea. They didn't even tell. I was like, I just opened them up. I was like, they're expecting me to fucking get him to eat this huge thing.
Yeah,
So just
your
pale?
22-pound cat.
It's ridiculous.
You're a wild animal. You
I
have
know.
a animal that you're just lucky he's gentle. If Greg turned ungentle, you'd have an issue in your home.
Oh yeah, it'd be crazy. It'd be scary.
Fucking scary. Yeah.
Okay, and then the other thing, so they've had a few ill-advised attempts of how to get women on the site or on watching the NFL. One of them was about 10 years ago. They featured a home gating page on the NFL website that just
Home
featured
gating or dating?
home gating. So it's like for women to look up recipes to make for their husbands while they watch the game. I swear to God. Which is honestly my dream. I fucking love a dinner party. Like I cannot wait to make buffalo chicken dip for the Super Bowl, but you're just not allowed to say that part out loud.
Yeah, you
You're
don't
just
need
not.
for people to make recipes at home. There you go. I fixed it.
Yeah, true.
You specify women and everyone's like, all right, like we got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
So stupid. They also promoted breast cancer awareness for a little while, and it was
That's nice.
yes, well, that's typical.
Why don't they do like testicle health or something?
They might as well.
Okay.
Right. But anyway, so they did that for a little while, and apparently they American Cancer Society only got 8% of the money from that. It was like classic charity shit, like we talked about before. Most of it's going to the manufacturer or the retailers. Like, to be fair, a really tiny amount went to the NFL itself. So now that Taylor is organically or not organically met Travis and is now a part of this zeitgeist.
You'll probably get into it, but are you going to get into like if we think they met organically or non-organically, or is this a good time to talk about that?
So this is a good time to like put out our theories, and I'm gonna get into these two men that recently did a New York Times article. They're the people behind Travis Kelce. That's literally what the article is called, and we'll discuss.
I have to imagine that they were introduced kind of like, like when have you seen those old Disney movies where like the prince, like in The Emperor's New Groove, where the prince meets a whole bunch of princesses?
Yeah.
But in this case, it's the flip side. Taylor's the prince, and he's meeting a whole bunch of princes,
right,
or princesses, to see who would be a suitable match for their kingdom. So
Yes.
she's meeting like fucking, I don't know, Hunter Biden or something.
Oh,
Like,
are you kidding?
I mean, he got ruled out. He got ruled out.
That would be iconic. Now that is a relationship that I would be rooting for. I'd be like, this is fucking amazing.
The man, he didn't make it. He didn't make the. They said too spicy, Taylor.
That would be fun.
So fun.
Taylor's just in her crack era.
You pitch it.
Oh,
it's
that
worth
would
pitching.
be fun.
You pitch that kind of a group. So you politics people, your business people. I'm sure she met some private equity teams, and then she met a couple sports boys. And the sports boys, they had the NFL behind them, and works.
Well, I think
Beautiful, like arranged marriage, but I like to think that they still they like each other.
I do think that it is. Yeah. I mean, at least originally it was obviously arranged by smart people trying to mutually benefit off of the fame of one another.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Yeah. But I'm like, yeah. I mean, obviously they were set up some way by like a PR person.
There's no way they weren't at least initially introduced. Now, I like to think that they both had the ability to be like, yeah, we're into this, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would hope so. Right? Probably. Anyway, so far, with her help, the NFL, either way, whether organically or not organically, she has generated an estimated $331 million for the Kansas City Chiefs and the NFL, which is crazy because when I read that, I was like, seems kind of low.
It kind of does. I also have a feeling that's not, now that they made the Super Bowl. How about this? Do you think the NFL is cheating? No, I think that the Chiefs probably are like extremely talented team. Oh,
well, apparently they were struggling before this, and then now, there's a lot of people that are alleging that things have been rigged for the Chiefs.
It seems a little convenient that they're the ones who happen to make the Super Bowl. Now, I will also say though, like, they're athletes. It's exciting when people are like in your corner.
Yeah,
they're probably maybe not partying the night before their games because they know they're going to be. The Swifties will be coming after them because they're like,
I don't think anyone's partying before an NFL game.
I don't know. I mean, have you remember the guy from Texas A&M, Manziel?
Oh yeah, well he was a beast.
Yeah, he sucked. But can you imagine the amount of pressure you would feel as a football player for the Kansas City Chiefs, knowing if you miss a pass, the fucking Swifties will dox you. They're coming for your throat.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna catch the ball. You're gonna catch the ball because you know the wrath of these teenage girls. They're not gonna let you go. They're gonna come after your sister. They're gonna come after your wife. Your kids are gonna get harassed at home. Your kids' teachers will fail them in school because they're gonna be so pissed. They're like, "What the hell? Taylor was counting on you.
You blew it.
You blew it."
Yeah, I would have. I mean, listen, I think I would have a hard time, like if. Let's say like in a world that Mark is an NFL player, I would like have such a hard time like game after game being like, woo!
Oh, of course.
I would just be like, all right, like, when are the snacks coming out? You know what I mean?
I would absolutely be bored immediately.
Yeah.
But I would actually, to be fair, the one thing about being a football player's wife is that you have to be always conscious of like, is he going to get hit in the head?
Yeah.
That
true.
element, I'm focused up.
Imagine being like a UFC fighter's wife. I'd be like, I couldn't watch.
No, absolutely
it's like
not.
Crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah. Pretty fucking nuts, dude.
So I think it was an intro. You think the same thing?
Oh, for sure. I just
warm
don't think
intro.
I think that when you're that level of celebrity, there's no such thing as like organically meeting unless you meet on like a show you're doing together.
Yeah, like a set or something along those lines. How did they meet?
So
what's the story?
Yeah, I have it here somewhere.
Shopping at Whole Foods.
Yeah, right. He says that someone played Cupid and that she like went to a game and
his PR team.
Yeah, his PR team. And then
he's honest.
He's coy about who set them up. Your PR team did.
PR team.
I also think it's very convenient as well that like one of her last boyfriends, I forget what his name was. He was like a singer and I think he might have been British or something. He looked British.
Oh wait, the guy from the 1985 that everybody hated.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
everybody hated him because he had all these problematic tweets like from way back when. And then now
wasn't he pretty openly like crazy too a little bit?
Yeah.
I think his band was trying to like distance himself because he kept like being pretty problematic at shows.
Oh, I have no idea.
Maddie Healy.
Maddie Healy, yeah. So anyway, he had all these like really problematic tweets from a long time ago, whatever. And then that came out and she like dropped him like a fucking bad habit. And now Travis Kelce, there's like all these memes that are people like, oh, these are his tweets, and he'll be like talking about Taco Bell or like things like that. And I'm like, you mean to fucking tell me that her PR team after the Matt Healy thing didn't scrub his Twitter? Of course it did. He's being vetted like a politician.
He was prepared better than politicians, frankly. Yeah. Honestly, we should hire that team to do our politicians because what are we doing?
Yeah. Right.
We've got George Santos over here who did not have nearly the treatment that Travis Kelce had.
True.
Like, what are...
That's so funny. Yeah. Also, his gear has increased 400% in sales, so that's pretty cool too.
I mean, if I was gonna get a jersey from the NFL at all, it would be his. But I don't give a shit about the others.
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't get one, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know any other players really.
Yeah.
Minus that guy who
Mahomes.
but that he's because of him. They're like linked.
Oh yeah. But Mahomes is apparently like
He was on my
fantasy football
team.
Yeah. I think he's like really good.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Obviously,
extremely good. Yeah. They're going to the Super Bowl. One could say the best.
So many people are gonna be like, "What is wrong? Are you fucking serious?" I'm like, I think he might be like pretty good.
Like, pretty good. He's literally one of the best.
Like right now, like playing right now, he's very
right
good.
now.
So Roger Goodell, the commissioner for the NFL, was like, "Yo, we are pumped."
Of course. Oh my God, what a best year of his life.
Oh yeah.
How thrilled must that team be? They are the number one Swifties. There's the Goodells.
Oh, very much so. Yeah. So basically, he said, he was like, listen, they're happy. They seem to be enjoying their relationship. That's great in and of itself. But it has also connected more of Taylor's fans to the NFL in some ways.
Of course. I mean, honestly, he's like, I don't really give a shit what they do.
Yeah.
As long as she keeps coming to these games. That is huge.
Yeah.
Do you think she's getting like outright paid to come? I mean, she kind of should be. She really should be.
She really should be getting paid. And also, there's like the travel schedule is fucking crazy.
It's
like
grueling.
I was like going to like private jet or not, like who cares? It's still insanely.
Airtime.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, just because you're in a private jet
Time
doesn't
zones
mean
and shit. That you don't get jet lagged
and
and
the
all
jet
that
lag
stuff.
and all of that.
I mean, it's crazy. Like I was in Baltimore doing shows not too long ago, and they were prepping for the game with her there or whatever, and I was like, that is so nuts that she just has to go to fucking Baltimore after like performing God knows where.
The fact that she's spending so much time in Kansas City is hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious to me.
Yeah, but she's from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but it's
And,
been
like,
a while.
/ Tennessee.
It's
So
been a
she's, like-
while.
Yeah.
She's not there right now. But either way, I mean, just the fact that city is probably like, we don't have the infrastructure for you
Yeah.
to be here, ma'am.
I just imagine it's like the fucking presidential brigade
Literally.
going around everywhere she goes.
I mean, if she goes to, remember she went to that wedding in New Jersey and it got mobbed.
Yeah.
It's a genuine safety hazard. She had that guy at one of her concerts, her head of security, was in the fucking IDF. He was like a high-powered Israeli soldier. And
Oh, shit.
I think politics aside, those guys are good at their job.
Oh, yeah.
Good at their jobs. They had a
Yeah.
video of him on TikTok where he was like the most intense looking man I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, yeah, he probably should be.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
good. Honestly, keep it up.
Did you hear about this? She apparently has a stalker in New York, and they keep, with the bail reform, they keep just getting out of prison. And so I'm like, I feel like also I'm like, this would be a good tactic for the Republicans to come in and be like, see, Swifties, we need your support on this bill to
they'd be
not
like,
give,
vote it.
sexual offenders.
That's actually a great segue to, are you going to talk about the AI?
Yeah.
We can briefly. We don't need to focus hard on this because it's really dark.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy on in TikTok, on Twitter, X, excuse me, created AI generated porn, violent porn of Taylor, and then posted it all over X. So first and foremost, Elon Musk, why is this just something that we can post? Like, where are any of your moderation team? They clearly were all fired because it was just loose.
Jesus.
So they posted it. It was obviously, I mean, that's horrifying. Of
So
any
violating
celebrity,
and so
it's terrible.
creepy.
It's like really creepy. It's really it's disturbing. Also, the implications of what they're going to be able to continue to do with that. I mean, I guess the one redeeming factor is she's of age. Like the only redeeming factor of that is she's not a child. But like, oh my gosh. So anyway, that's all very sad. She's obviously furious. The White House releases a statement on it, which like, I guess fair because they need to kind of consider this. Obviously it's Taylor, but then in relation just as a whole, what are we going to do in terms of regulations around AI and its application here? But then even better, the guy who posted it got doxxed by the Swifties. Those girls, we should hire them in the government.
Yeah.
They immediately found his address and his
Damn.
phone number and just like, I mean, he needs to be scared for his life. That man is on a fucking hit list right now.
I mean, that is crazy.
It's crazy. But how, like, and apparently the guy who posted it on Twitter, I don't know if he's the one who originally generated it. Who knows? I didn't look into it because I'm a person.
Yeah.
I'm a real functioning member of society. But apparently he has pissed off like every celebrity fan group. Like he's like,
that's
he's
like
a
his thing.
He's a troll. He's a shit stirrer. That's his whole thing. And his whole thing is that he has never ever had to like go private. And he was like, wow, these girls are not fucking around. I'm out of here.
That's so funny.
I want to know how they do it. It's really impressive.
Yeah.
We're going to be training these like hacker groups just based on Taylor Swifties.
Right. I know. That's insane. Maybe hire them.
I mean, seriously, I would. Put it on your resume.
So here's what. So a lot of people are like, oh, they just met organically, da-da-da. I mean, like we said, I don't think that they met organically. I think maybe now they like each other. But I wanted to get into like a deep dive, like I said in the beginning, where I was like, I want to talk about who Travis is, where he came out of, like who are the people behind Travis, basically. Obviously, he has a huge team and a lot of people on payroll. What's their involvement or not involvement in this? We can, theorize or da-da. So he said on record, like, this is a known thing. Like, he's always wanted to be more than just a football player, in the sense that he wanted to be like a mega star. He wanted to be in entertainment. He wanted to be doing stuff like that, which is fine. That's fair. We've had our OJs of the world. He was a huge star before he murdered people.
He was popular.
He still is kind of popular because people are fucking freaks. And then, like we've had, like Tom Brady has done so many deals and all this ad stuff. Gronk is like a huge figure. This is not new. It's something to consider when we're theorizing about things.
He had a goal.
He had a goal.
Makes sense.
So the New York Times recently interviewed two people, Andre and Aaron Eanes, and they are business managers of Travis Kelce and have been since his time in college. So
really?
Yes.
Since college?
Yes.
How
they
old
met
is he?
in college. Let me see. How old is Travis Kelce?
It's probably going to auto-populate.
34.
Wow, he's not that old.
Yeah.
Well, I guess football.
For football.
But either way, okay, so point being, if they met in college, they've been working with him for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, who knows? But like, they've known each other for a very long time. Where did he go to school? Sorry.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second.
It just is interesting, like.
Where did Travis Kelce go to college? University of Cincinnati.
It's so random.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's a great school. I don't really know a ton about it, but like, those guys, they're nailing it.
Oh, they're so good. Well, this is what
very talented.
They say this at some point in that New York Times article where they're like, we're like hooking them up with all these like Hollywood insider people, and we're like, we're just two dudes from Ohio. I don't fucking know.
Seriously. But I mean, he's attractive and he's charming and does well on camera. So I guess now that he has like the NFL behind him and his team was he, I guess he's probably always been pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
That's not his first Super Bowl, so he's clearly like, sorry.
He also hosted SNL last year or something like
that.
Yeah, which they got him. But so this is a whole thing. So like they kind of set the scene of the type of ambition that he had, where they were in LA and they were looking at billboards of Dwayne Johnson, and he was like, I want to be more famous than Dwayne Johnson. And they were like, we can do that.
Wow.
So that was something that he said, and I just find it to be sort of convenient that he is now, skyrocketed into fame because of.
It's weird because I'm almost like, he had a plan.
Yeah, and he executed on said plan.
He has executed on said plan. I guess, I don't know. Is that bad?
So a lot of people are saying they're like his sudden like conquest of the zeitgeist, because he's been put on the map for us. A lot of people are like, oh, this is like out of nowhere, but it's actually not out of nowhere at all. So the reality, this is from the article, the reality is that most of his ascent has been years in the making, the result of carefully manicured business plan developed by the Eanes Brothers that blossomed at exactly the right moment. So
that's the managing team, the Eanes Brothers?
Yep.
We got to call them.
I know, right? So So they were putting together, like, they've been shopping him around for years. They actually had him on. They put him on a dating show. Actually,
I
years
saw
ago.
that.
It was on E.
Okay, well.
But
don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
Catching Kelce.
Catching Kelce was the name of it. He did not find love on Catching Kelce.
Oh, and he dated this girl. God, she's stunning. Kayla Nicole.
Oh, yeah, that's his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah,
I actually thought for a little while that they had broken up like weeks prior to dating.
That would have been sus.
But no,
It's been a while.
It's been a year or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so pretty. Okay.
Yeah.
He's
So
a popular guy.
I guess so. His manager's been shopping around love-wise, like I said. He also told his managers, he was like, I want to be on SNL. And then a year and a half later, he was on
Okay,
SNL.
manifesting king.
I know, right?
But where's our vision boards? We got to pop these back out.
So
We did vision boards. We filled out 1/3 of them, and then we were like, yeah,
we're like, forget it. I don't have time for this.
Watch all those 1/3 of those things happen, and we're like,
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
So apparently, Aaron Eanes reached out to SNL during the 2020 season, but basically the show was like, it was lukewarm at best. That's how it was described. And then in October of 2021, which I don't know what changed in that year, like maybe he got more famous within that year, he dropped into an
some
SNL.
balls well.
Yeah, he dropped into an SNL after party before a game in Philadelphia. Jesus. And then, so you went to New York just to do that
See?
before a game in Philadelphia.
He's pulling a Manziel.
Yeah, I guess so. And apparently he was chatting up Lorne Michaels, and the next day they called him and they were like, you can be on SNL.
See, and that's the thing is this guy he's savvy.
He is savvy.
And you know who else is savvy? Is Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
In that sense, I actually think I'm like, yeah, it's a fucking great match.
Yeah, totally.
Both of them are, she didn't become this famous on, like her music is great. Don't get me wrong. I love it. Now I do. I don't know what's happening to my brain. But there's a lot of great artists out there. The fact that she has been able to punch so high above.
Yeah.
The savviness that she has with the media, with the whole fandom thing is unbelievable.
I would say
we have never seen something like this.
Savviness and or ambition, and there's like a team
All of
behind her that's really savvy.
All of the pieces are working
Yeah.
perfectly right now.
Right. So,
Beef that always kind of puts her not in really a bad light.
true.
It's always she's like in trouble, but not really.
Yeah.
Not really. Like what she's fighting with Kanye. Like that's not real trouble.
Right.
You
Everyone
know?
knows Kanye is a little nuts.
No, and
yeah.
all the other stars from that era, like Lindsay Lohan, like all the people who like were like in rehab and shit like that, and her drama has been in the news, but never bad on her really.
Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't that be so funny if behind the scenes she's like an Alex Jones enthusiast? You know what I mean?
That would be a twist.
That would be so funny.
She actually was friends with a girl on the Kansas swim team, Abigail, and had that
Really?
song about her. Yeah. So whenever Abigail was at meets, we were always like,
Wait, what?
Abigail!
What song about her?
Oh God, it was like on her first album. I don't remember, but
okay.
it references like it was one of her big ones.
Huh.
Now I kind of want to pull it up.
Okay.
I'm like, Abigail Taylor Swift. I bet it comes up.
Yeah.
Oh, she was her best friend. 15.
Oh, yeah.
When you were
15.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
Adorable.
I like that. So basically his team, like what they said, they're like, we're trying to lay the groundwork for years to have him have a path to the A-list. And then they started targeting endorsement deals with companies that were not traditional NFL partners, like promoting vaccines for Pfizer and a new debit card from Experian.
I have seen so many ads with Travis Kelce in recently. I don't know
Yeah.
what those contracts are or if he's done them recently. He probably a combination, but he is everywhere right now.
I think that I think that what I've heard is that he's going to be in like every single Super Bowl commercial.
Do you think that he'll do one with Taylor? Because
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I mean, that's going to be epic.
That would be smart, I think, right?
I mean, it would make sense, especially because she's not doing. It would have been a little bit much had she also been doing the halftime show.
Yeah.
I mean, we would have been like,
You know what's going to happen? Because Usher's doing the halftime show.
yeah, what a cuck position he's in right now.
Yeah.
And he's awesome. Like, Usher, I'm sorry, man.
Well,
We're excited you're there too.
I really hope that he does well, because if he doesn't do well, every comment's going to be like, she was right there.
It's gonna be that anyway, unfortunately.
I know.
She's also like, you can't afford me?
Oh, they can afford her.
The NFL?
Yeah.
How much does she make per show?
I mean, I don't know, but
I don't know. It would be close. She would really, I mean, the overall PR for her and stuff like that would make it even, but I don't think they pay the NFL or the Super Bowl performers that much.
really?
I don't think so. This is actually a good question. This is very business. Look at us
Yeah.
go. Look at us go. Money. We're doing it.
How much does she make? Oh, that's so funny. I put in how much does she make per show, like
And
an idiot, and it came up like Taylor Swift. Wow, she makes 13 million per show.
So let's see then.
I mean, they're bringing in way more money than that in ads and stuff.
How much do they pay Super Bowl performers per show? Performers don't get paid.
Oh,
Well, that's
So
tough.
it's just
that's
like
less than
PR.
13 million.
yeah. I mean, if
I mean-
you're promoting something, it makes
It totally
Tons
makes
of
sense for
sense.
almost anyone else to do it.
yeah.
But I can understand her being like, I was literally performing in Tokyo last night. Fucking tired.
Oh my god, so fucking tired.
And she wouldn't be able to watch the game. Was she
Yeah.
going to watch the game and then...
Yeah, no, she can't do that.
She can't do that.
Yeah, pretty nuts. So this is a quote from Andre Eanes.
Oh, the guy.
What a weird last name. But he goes, "We positioned Travis to be world famous. We didn't know how it would happen or when it would happen, or what would help push that further along. But it's always been a thought in the back of our minds." And it's like,
Manifesting.
okay. Yeah,
He got his crystals out. This guy was ready.
It should be. So basically, like, this article is essentially them saying everything we do is extremely intentional, and we're not surprised that he's famous because we have been working towards that for years and years. I will say they did say specifically that Taylor was not part of the plan. That's
Yeah.
but they have to say that.
They have to say that, but also I have to say that she probably wasn't, because that's even for these manifesting kings, like that
Yeah.
would be a hell of a thing that's very bold to think that they can achieve that.
Yeah.
That's a huge get. And they got it.
Yeah.
Now, what I will say that's kind of disturbing about this is that even if there is an issue with their relationship, they are going to overlook so much in order to keep this going. I mean, certainly through at least the Super Bowl, which is very soon here.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, the amount of red tape and unwinding this relationship is so vast.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, I feel like I guess like in the off season or something like that, they could end it and it'd have its own story and stuff like that. But
Do you think
it'd be very easy for both of them to just be like overlooking the normal things that you go through in the beginning of a relationship, where you're like, oh, that little thing that irritates me, like, and you have your first fight and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But granted, also, they're very used to this as celebrities. It's not
Yeah.
there's not either of their first rodeos
Right.
in the public eye. So,
Well,
I don't know.
also, like, I was wondering about this because I was just reading up on this PR team, and I was, reading this article, and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you don't know what's going to happen in this relationship or not. So, like, what is his exit plan? If it's not going to work out, like, what is the exit plan? They must have, like, if they get married versus if they break up, like, strategy in the works, truly.
Can I tell you my little wild prediction / maybe
Yeah.
manifestation? I think he might propose at the Super Bowl.
So,
after winning.
I think that'd be a dick move.
It would.
That would be
But I still think he might do it.
No, that would be a horrible fucking move because
Wait, why?
first of all, I
See,
think
she's playing chess. I'm playing checkers.
No. That's not going to work out because that would be taking away the spotlight from his teammates that all deserve the spotlight in that moment.
Smart.
So if he
smoking like an Eanes right here.
Yeah, if he did that, I would be like that would definitely be the point of view somewhere, and people would be like, "Oh yeah, that's like really not cool."
Right.
Like he already had the
Right.
spotlight all season, and now like they have this huge achievement they've all worked and come together for, and he's like overshadowing it with this thing. And they've been married. They've been dating for 15 minutes, so that would also be
I
like
still
a
want them
little
to get married.
insane.
I just want them to get married.
They can get married, but like maybe not right now. You know, I had to like put my fucking back into it. I was like, listen, we were together a long ass time. Okay.
Yeah, I hear you. Me too.
So there's been some wild conspiracy theories because I mean, whether or not it was manufactured, we'll never know the truth. And I think like, obviously it's pretty convenient for a lot of parties, but there is one conspiracy theory that caught my attention and made me laugh. It was Vivek Ramaswamy. He actually just recently dropped out of the Republican presidential, what do you call that? Race. And he is now speculating, which I don't know, maybe it's not that crazy. He's speculating that the Super Bowl is rigged for the Chiefs and it's going to set the stage for Taylor Swift's Biden endorsement.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
I mean, I mean, I don't know if it's rigged for the Chiefs, but yeah, we'll
So,
see.
this
Holy
guy-
shit, dude.
This guy, Jack Poso, who I did a quick Google search on him. He's not a good guy for a number of reasons, but he posted, he said on X, he goes, thinking about when Taylor Swift, because all of this is, what this tweet is accurate, but the guy's not a good person. That's what I want to say.
That's right.
So he says, thinking about when Taylor Swift called out the Soros family in 2019 for buying the rights to her music, and then how she came out as super liberal in 2020. Because remember, she was like super like,
Well, she was a country star,
she was,
so she had to be in the middle.
She was pretty like ambiguous,
Yeah,
which was a good place to be.
She was a country star.
But
You know,
she did-
you don't get by with that group unless you're like.
Right. And she did endorse Biden the first time around, which is kind of, I'm like, why are we getting celebrity endorsement? What do they fucking know?
I know.
But that's what the
But at the
CIA
same-
does. They like, or the government as a whole, they're like using things that are
My joke
powerful-
theory was actually right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't know if it's right or not. But,
No,
you
it's
know.
right. We're going with it.
Yeah.
Mark it.
So anyway, apparently Gavin Newsom has been basically begging her to throw support behind Biden. Biden's a tough one to support this time around. 2020, it was like pretty safe to support him. Like no one supporting Trump. It was, not a
Oh
good
yeah,
look
that's a no. That's
to
a
do
no-brainer.
that. But then this time around, everyone's mad at Biden. Like the left is mad at them for, some stuff that they've been doing in the Middle East and stuff like that. And then the right is mad at him because he's on the left. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't know.
He has been a real grab bag lately.
So, I mean, obviously, like for a very long time now, Americans have trusted celebrities more than the federal government, which is kind of hilarious, but definitely true. I mean, the first example of that was Ronald Reagan, like he painted himself as the outsider and he famously won.
Well, and we have way more exposure to who they are, or at least who they are manufactured to be, than we do with politicians. I just saw that Janet Yellen was on Wait, Don't Tell Me.
What's Wait, Don't Tell Me?
And it's like that. It's very popular. I think it's NPR podcast.
Oh, cool.
She was on this. It's like not a serious news program.
Yeah.
She's our Secretary of the Treasury or something like that.
Right.
Fucking Janet Yellen's on there. She was talking about doing acid or shrooms or something.
Really?
Amazing. I know. I need to listen to the episode.
Wow.
I was like,
interesting.
bookmark.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to that.
That's crazy.
But you know what I mean? I think that politicians are kind of really realizing that in the last really couple of years, that the more they are in the zeitgeist, it's a risky issue, because if you aren't careful, the tide can turn on you super hard.
Yeah.
And it's difficult to control.
Right.
But at the same time, the impact you can have is so much bigger. AOC, I think, was one of the best examples out the gate of
Right.
that. And now, weirdly, like George Santos.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
weirdly, but kind of,
No, so true. I mean, yeah, I actually think like, it's going to be more and more important. Like, it's going to be really important for people to have a parasocial relationship with the people that are campaigning now in a way that it wasn't previously. Like, it's going to be like when, the Kennedys won because of using TV as opposed to papers. That was like the first wave of that. Now it's like everyone needs to use podcasts. People are going to be on the Tim Dillon show talking about climate change or whatever.
Vivek wasn't he on the Schultz's pod?
Oh, Vivek's done like everything.
Yeah. And I mean, I think Vivek is like interesting because he understands that very, very well.
Yeah.
I don't think he had any intention of actually winning this round.
No, I think
he's
he
setting
wants
himself
to be,
up for 4 years from now.
I think he wants to be VP.
I think he wants to be VP, and then he's going to win in 4 years, in his mind.
If it's Trump and Vivek versus Kamala and Biden, I'm going to be like, oy, madon. It's going
I don't know
to
what
be,
to tell you guys.
but it's going to be like, yeah, it's going to be crazy.
When do we find this all out? When does this all come to a head? Soon, right?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Aren't we like almost 'tis the season?
Yeah, we're 'tis the season almost.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, we should know that. We don't know anything in America. Our education system has failed us, and
It's true.
this
We went to private school.
podcast. We did, actually.
We paid for an education system that failed us.
Yeah. Okay, so I thought it'd be fun to end on some more like fun and silly conspiracies
I love
that
it.
are just
Let's
like
do
less
it.
harmful and a little bit like,
And not like
yeah.
Trump is going to be in office because of Taylor Swift.
I mean, I don't know, dude. Okay.
We'll find out.
All right, here's what. So, first one is, this is a theory on the internet that Taylor Swift is trying to tank the Chiefs and help the Eagles. Swift is from Pennsylvania, famously.
Oh.
She's a Philly Eagles fan, baby. And
I
so,
love that. That's so fun.
yeah, so apparently a TikTok user speculated that Swift's closeness to the tight end, which is really funny, he's a tight end, was all a ruse to ruin his life. So he plays like crap and tanks the Chiefs' season.
Even if they broke up right now, he is coming out so far on top.
Oh, especially if she broke his heart,
Oh my God.
he would get the dating show of his dreams. Let me tell you that.
Let me tell this guy's going to be fine. I'm sorry to this Eagles fan, but that is not going to happen. Even if there's a huge breakup, he's going to be just fine.
Yeah.
Now, if he cheats on her right now, he might die. He should genuinely enter witness protection.
No, he can't do it. Oh, that would
my
be
God.
so
Oh my God.
brutal.
I would be seriously concerned for his life.
Yeah.
They'd get him. They'd dox him pretty hard.
Yeah.
More than that.
I know.
That IDF soldier would come on back.
I mean, truly, I don't know. Like, I mean, the Chiefs would be like, I don't even know if we can draft you again because like our ratings are going to go down.
You gotta go.
You gotta go. Okay, next one is that Taylor Swift is trying to date Travis Kelce's brother, Jason, who is an Eagle.
Isn't he married?
I don't know.
I think he's married with children. Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure he's married.
Now you might be
With-
wondering if Swift wants the Eagles to make a comeback this season, why doesn't she just date someone on their team? Good question. She might be doing that, at least according to some tweets that pointed out that Travis's brother Jason plays for the Eagles, and speculating her rooting for Travis is the biggest inside job of all time.
A lot of Eagles fans are hilarious. Isn't this the group that always they have to slick the lamp poles outside?
Oh yeah, because people always like ride up them and like eat fucking poop or whatever the hell.
Yeah, they like rip the city. They burn their own city down. They ransack their own city if they just play a game. Win or lose, they don't care. They're going to fuck up Philly.
Philly is so funny in that way.
I think Philly is the funniest city in America.
I love Philly.
It's amazing. The Bill Burr clip, only in Philly.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that, go check that out. It's hilarious.
Okay, the last one is a very like astrology girl thing. So basically their numbers all line up and it makes them a perfect match.
Great.
So Kelce and Swift, both born in 1989, an important year for Swift. Obviously, she had her re-released album named after that. Another number that's important to Swift is 13. That's her lucky number. And his number on the field is 87. So if you add both those numbers up, it equals 100. So they're perfect.
There's a lot of math. Swifties love math.
What?
They're always doing this kind of shit.
Really?
Where they're like, yeah, and then you carry the 2 and then to the 5th power, and then the numbers make sense. They're really into it.
Really?
Swifties are insane. They're the Reddit bros for boys, Swifties for girls.
Very true.
It's the same fucking
Yeah.
group. I love them. They're terrifying.
Yeah, I know. I've been scared this whole time, and I don't know why. I'm like, I'm a 33-year-old woman. It's fine.
Yeah. Also, I think that was it was fun.
Yeah,
It's
it was fine.
respectful. It's great.
Yeah.
It's definitely true. I don't know what to tell you. Minus maybe the Biden thing. We'll see.
I
That
wish
would be
them well.
crazy.
I mean, she is probably going to endorse Biden. If it's Biden versus Trump, she's probably going to do that. So, like,
Most
in a
likely.
sense, Vivek is correct.
Yep.
You know, I don't know if like all this, I don't know if she necessarily needed this to get more attention, but you know,
There's a lot of parties who are not unhappy about this. We'll say that.
everyone's thrilled.
Everyone's thrilled. Most importantly, I am thrilled.
except for the diehard football fans. They're the only ones not
Except for the ones that are dads. They are thrilled again.
Okay.
But yeah, the really diehard ones. But
Yeah.
they're going to become Swifties. That's going to be that's like her final frontier,
Yeah.
is to get those guys who currently hate her to eventually become Swifties. And I have a feeling she's going to do it.
Yeah.
We're going to have to compete with NFL bros for Taylor Swift tickets. And good for her.
As long as it's not finance bros, because then we're really fucked. with
then
prices.
then she'll work her way that way. Good for her.
Yeah.
All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Follow us. We do more content like this. We'll bring another one to you next week. Risque Business News on Instagram. I'm at Laura Sogar. Come see me live.
I'm at May_planner. Come see me live. I have some tour dates coming up, actually, all in like random ass places around the country. So
There you go.
follow us to find out where. And yes, please like and subscribe. 5 stars, please.
5 stars.
Even if-
Oh, wait. We want to do this thing. Oh, God, we should put this at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
Where
well,
if you give us 5 stars and you like send us proof, we'll send you a gift.
Yeah. And it's going to be a pretty good one.
It's going to be a good gift.
Yeah.
So send us that. Send us your address or P.O. box, whatever you want to do. We'll send you a gift. Okay? We'll put that at the beginning of the episode next time too. So that
Okay,
people
good.
know.
Yeah.
So.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.